आप जाओ जाए कल सुबह दिखा देंगे कल चर्च तो है नहीं पर चाबी आप ले इनको ज़रा दिखा देंगे.
So I would like to ask you about the history of this church behind you.
This church was constructed in 1846 and it was opened to service in 1848. And all the details I think you got in the booklet I've given you.
Yes.
And this was not being maintained at all by the church, you know. So on my own I started maintaining this church. And we've got it in pretty good shape now. And it was in very bad state at one stage. And here's the church bearer. I think he's been looking after it with me.
Yes.
And only the congregation is very small.
I wanted to ask you how large is the congregation?
The congregation is not large. We have sometimes 12 people, 15 people, sometimes less than that, sometimes more. Sometimes the church is full. When the schools come, then the church is full.
I see.
So I don't know. The church people are proposing to turn it into a school. But I don't think that's a very good proposal because it'll spoil such a good church. And they're saying the congregation is very small and they want to convert it into a school. But I don't know really what the latest situation is.
Do you have any fund to restore the building, or you pay it yourself?
I've been paying it myself. We don't have any funds.
I see.
And mostly I have spent my own money on doing this church. Yes.
I see.
Because we were running the school, so we were maintaining the church as well.
So if there is a kind of support, help that I mean this cemetery behind the church would be reconstructed or at least protected.
Yes.
Could you help us to take care of this place?
Well, certainly. If I get the authority, yes. But you'll have to get the authority through the church people.
I see.
And I think best if you contact the church, the moderator of the Church of North India in Delhi. And then he will in turn contact the Bishop of Agra. The Bishop of Agra controls this diocese, you know, this church and all that.
And also, I just witnessed that there are a lot of British buried here.
Yes, that's right.
So maybe the British High Commission, or you just show me an address. What address was it?
It was of a society in England who are looking after graves in Southeast Asia.
I see.
It goes on the name of BACSE, B-A-C-S-E. And British Association for Cemeteries or something of Southeast Asia.
So you advise even to contact them?
Yes.
Or the British High Commission?
Yes, I'll give you the address and you can contact them. They might give funds for it.
I see.
And this is a very historical place. The church is historical, the graveyard is historical. The people who died in the landslide of 1880, they're buried here in the church, in this cemetery here. Jim Corbett, who was a famous shikari here, his mother's buried here as well.
I see.
So there's a lot of history in this thing over here.
So I feel that it would be very, very advisable to do something for this cemetery.
Oh yes, definitely. And I think alongside with the church as well, we should preserve the church as well.
Yes.
Because it's part of the cemetery also.
I feel together as a complex.
Yes, that's right. And only I should be given the authority to do something. Without authority, you know, up to now I was doing it on my own. But now the church people have kept the keys to themselves, and I can't look after the church as such.
I see.
So if they give me the authority, I'll be most willing just to do it without any remuneration, anything. I'll just do it, look after it. It will give me great pleasure to look after this place.
Do you know some others who are from Nainital who still remember the Brunners? Can we visit some personalities?
Yes, we could try and meet one or two people. There's one lady, Mrs. Stevens here.
Yes.
We were in fact going to see her this evening. She might know, might have met her also. That's right.
Because you just mentioned this Daudar cottage.
Yes.
What do you know about this place?
Well, I just, know that she was living in one of the cottages there.
Yes.
Her mother. Elizabeth Brunner's mother, and she used to paint. She was a famous artist, I think.
Yes.
And she used to paint over here. I think my parents probably knew her.
I see.
And I don't know. Mr. Wilson, आप Mrs. Brunner को जानते थे?
जी जानते।
जो यहाँ paint करती नहीं? She was here a long time back. I think probably my parents knew her.
I see.
I never asked my mother, though. I think my mother did know her.
I see.
And Mrs. Stevens, who stays by, we can try to meet her as well.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll go together and we'll meet her.
died 1950, 19th January, aged 60 years. She was an artist. She was buried on the 22nd of January 1950 at St. John's Cemetery in Nainital.
And also please mention the name of Father Raymond.
Father Raymond OFM Cap was the parish priest.
Thank you very much.
Reason for death?
So actually,
She died of pleurisy.
we now found the registration of Elisabeth Sass Brunner, and I feel that now we can look for more of European origins, mostly British, who were buried in this cemetery. And maybe with the British High Commission cooperation, we can do something for the renewal, reconstruction of this cemetery.
Where in St. Francis Church in Nainital is one of the oldest church in the whole of UP, in practically whole of North India. And it is a tourist center, and it was a base for the British Commission when they were in power in India.
And just tell me about your present activity. I mean, you have this registration with you here in this church. Do you supervise the?
I am the parish priest of the place, and even at the moment, all the existing cemeteries are under my care, and I am the chairman for the cemetery committee. And plus, of course, I am most of the time I'm busy with my pastoral work. That's all.
Could you help us in the future to do something for the renewal of this grave of Elisabeth Sass Brunner and the cemetery itself?
Sure, by all means.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Érkeztünk a bejárathoz, a fönti részről ezen a bejáraton lehet bemenni a temetőbe. Sírtábláját is.
One, then 1, 2 and 2 twos.
1, 2 and 2, 2.
Two twos.
I see. Could you measure me please also the this
15 inches.
15 inches?
50 inches and 35, 38 centimeters.
40, 15 inches.
40 is 15.
Yes. Az időpont 9 óra 15 perc. Nainitalban vagyunk, a St. John's templom temetőjében. Ismét megtaláltuk Sass Brunner Erzsébetnek a sírját, és nagyjából kialakul a kép, hogy milyen tennivalók állnak előttünk. Elsődleges, hogy maga a sír megfelelő védelmet kapjon. Tulajdonképpen a sírt körül lehetne venni egy fémből készült vázzal. Látunk itt feljebb angol sírhelyeket, ahol hasonló megoldást alkalmaztak. Meg kell állapítani azonban, hogy tekintettel arra, hogy a sírok védelme, védettségéhez elengedhetetlen, hogy a temetőt ismét egy kerítéssel vegyék körül. Enélkül, a kerítés nélkül úgy érzem, hogy hiába való lenne fáradozásunk is, munkánk, mivel a sírokat meg kell valamilyen formában védeni a külső emberek áthaladásától, és elengedhetetlen, hogy ismét védett legyen a sír. Nainitallban Stanley Thomas atya és a katolikus helyi presbiter úr nagyon szívesen áll rendelkezésünkre és segítségünkre, tekintettel arra, hogy a távolság elég nagy Delhi és Nainital között, feltétlen szükséges az, hogy itt a helyszínen találjunk egy olyan személyt, és ez esetleg az itteni egyházak képviselői alkothatnának egy olyan hátteret, akik miután megtettük ezt a nagy feladatot, hogy rendbe hoztuk a sírt és magát a temetőt, gondoskodnak arról is, hogy itt állandó felügyelet legyen, és a sírok állapotát időről időre gondozzák. Helyszínre érkeztünk, ami igen fontos a Brunnerek életében, a Deodar Cottage látható előttünk. Szép napsütés van, itt tartózkodtak és itt alkottak annak idején. Néha be lehet azonosítani a Sass Brunner képek helyszíneit is. Úgy érzem, hogy itt sok kép készülhetett ebből a szögből, és ismét innen bal oldalról is megmutatjuk a Deodar Cottage-t. Egy téli kép van előttem, amikor ezek a fenyőfák lettek lefestve, csak azzal a különbséggel, hogy hófette fenyőfákat láthatunk a képen. Éppen nehéz elmenni innen a sír mellől, mindig vissza-vissza térünk, és nagyon szeretnénk valamilyen fajta megnyugtató megoldást találni a sír érdekében. Táblát, amin Sass Brunner Erzsébetnek a neve található. Ezt a kis márványtáblát feltétlen fel kellene használni az új sír kialakításakor. Ezt a táblát Brunner Erzsi néni saját kezével faragta és készítette. Még egyszer megmutatnám ezeket a csodálatos fenyőfákat, amelyek részben biztosítják a nyugalmat az itt pihenők számára.
követ is,